and the world's gonna be shocked fairly soon. So I think we have about 10 days and counting until we are alive. So we will see who remain and who stays and who's gonna build with us. So it's gonna be amazing.
Very quickly.
Fantastic. I'm just going to ask everybody to mute themselves, please, so that everyone can hear each other clearly when we get to that part, or at least you can hear the presentations clearly. But to begin with, that will be a good start. Right, I think, Carrie, let's give it another 60 seconds so that we, one thing I think as a company we should definitely be championing is our time, because time is so precious. And we're all working in different time zones, in different parts of the world. And I think it's only fair that we at least start on time.
It will be improved. It will be improved once we get the show on the road. So always need to remember that this is now it's a time that, we're picking up the best of the best of the best, the most solid people that understand and will continue to bring on the light to the people what we're actually doing. So it'll be improved 100%, and everybody will be very excited to get online when everything's going to happen. So looking forward. So
fantastic. And just to say, I've just we will start recording. Somebody's already asked about recordings. I'm hoping that you're using these recordings that we are sort of like doing every week, almost every week now. There is a little bit that changes actually from one meeting to another, because we are just still in that forming stages. So just to be aware of that not all of the meetings will be identical in terms of the information that we share, because we are moving forward. Also, just to sort of let everybody know that Tony Bernstein is on the call, but unfortunately he's having problems with his video and his speaker. So he's going to be just a quiet mouse in the corner today, unfortunately. But hopefully there will not be any tricky questions that require his expertise today, and we'll be able to answer everything as we go along. So just to let you know, Carrie, and also Tony Sandberg, that Tony B is having some issues with his IT today.
Oh gosh, is Tony S gonna be alive?
Tony S should be, Tony's on the call. Tony
I'm here.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm also a quiet mouse.
Let's hope that Tony B really gets his on. If not, then we need to have another one. But we will have these on, and like Sama said, I guess we should be good to go. So it's 1 a.m. here in this part of the world, and I've been waiting for you guys, and I see the new faces again, and the some exciting faces. So welcome everybody. Welcome, and more to come. So we will be recording it, and today you're going to be shared the fantastic information. And don't forget that we're still on the pre-launch phase, and
recording in progress.
We are still selecting and talking to the greatest leaders on the planet to join us. We want to be perfect from the beginning. That's why we are taking it very steadily, easily, and carefully. So we monitor everything and set everything on the right place and the right pace. So we're just getting ready. So it's about 10 days to until the day, if I'm not mistaken, that we go live. And a couple of net pages has already appeared. Things will improve. It will be more accurate, more better information. And together with you, we're gonna make it fantastic, the best ever. So I guess it's the time to start. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the Make the Network Marketing Great Again. And I'm happy to tell that the miserable year 22 is over. So it's finished, gone, and you don't need to think about that or anything beyond that. As well, this year is my 30th anniversary. So I made a decision to make the biggest present for myself. I'm going to build the most fastest growing, the most strongest network in the planet ever seen, and the most happiest community. So that was my kind of a New Year promise. And I've been very anxious to get back with the right company, right time and everything. So all the moons and all the stars and whatever there is is lining up with us. And I've been like extremely excited today to talk to serious people and to see you all guys in the on the line. So today we're gonna mainly focus. We have a new network presentation which is upgraded, and it should make much more sense. Our issue has been a little bit that we have so simple concept that we cannot actually even my dear friend cannot even complicate it, even if he tries sometimes. But it's so simple that once you get it, it's like, Jesus, why didn't I get it? So it's just to join, and that's it. So it is so tangible and understandable. And now, when I understand it already quite some time ago, when I talk to people, it doesn't matter who I talk to. Everybody want to join because, okay, I get it. And don't forget the numbers. So the whole industry is now run by the little kids. With all due respect, so they are guys between 15 to 30 years old with their crazy monkeys that destroyed the market and doing all kind of bunch of things that what they could do. So we actually, in a way, we are putting things forward, but also stepping back a little bit. So bringing back the tangibility and understandable in it. So our concept with the tangible investments we're going to do, that everybody understands, okay, this company is actually existing and doing something, and we are actually investing in it. And we are actually getting reported and audited about it. And actually we can see it online all the time. So, this is quite interesting. And actually it's paying dividends. So everybody understands dividend. So with all due respect, the young guys who has created the market about 10 years ago started. So we are now in the spot. And we are an NFT company, yes, but we are not ourselves the technology. We invest in NFT technologies. We're using that as a vehicle because it's by far the best product to use in the market at this very moment. And the way will improve. And I guess today you're going to get a big bunch of good new things, how to explain the business, because the team has provided you some fantastic presentations. You can a little bit hear about the background of the rest of the team. You all know me already, so there's no need to introduce, only that it is my 13th anniversary. So I need to make it fantastic, the best to myself ever. So every 10 years when I've done it, it's been remarkable. And building a forced metric is just, it's going to be very easy peasy. The number is going to be staggering. And once you understand how it actually really works, then I believe today you will all go crazy, and you will also not go to sleep, because I cannot, because I actually need to wake up in a couple of hours, go to the next meeting again. But it's going to be absolutely amazing. So, and make no mistake, the timing is for us. Even all the market has crashed down, which is fantastic, because we are building against the storm, and the mighty eagle raises the best, of course, against the wind. So it's the most perfect time when we can show who is who and who is the real person who can actually really build the network marketing, and in an easy and understandable way. So this is what we're going to present for you guys today, and welcome everybody else and more. And don't forget that there is a timeline. We're going to finish up the orders. If you're not going to give us back the agreements on time, that's going to be then the next one joining at your place. Because believe me, there are plenty of people who would like to work with me and us and all the team, as you know, because I am one of the best in the market by far, and I never made any mistake. And this time we're going to be very tangible, very solid, and very easy to explain to everybody. So with having said that, I'm looking forward to this presentation, and I'm really sure that you're going to enjoy. Make a notes, listen carefully, and I think looking for the agenda, it was Saima who's going to start. So here you go, my dear partner, Saima. Let's go for it.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Carrie. It's always difficult to follow Carrie because he's such an amazing person, but I will do my best. We usually have Carrie doing the network marketing presentation. We thought we'd mix it up a little bit today and do things slightly different. So although a lot of you have been celebrating Christmas and Happy New Year as well, we have been working diligently in the background trying to finalize or put together a more simpler network marketing presentation, because we've been listening to feedback from the leaders, and this again is like really important for us as a company, that we listen to the leaders, we listen to people's comments, because at the end of the day, this is our business. This isn't my business or Carrie's business. This is our business, and we want to set off in the right way, and we want to start with that firm foundation. So we've had a lot of comments about, so who are we? Like, everybody knows Carrie, but not a lot of people know me, not a lot of people know the Tonys. Why we wanted to put together GNG, what are we doing that's different? Why do we feel that this is going to be, this is going to make network marketing great again? Some of the issues that people have been having in older businesses, how we're going to make sure we don't have those issues and concerns in our business. So it's been really great getting all of that feedback. And firstly, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been providing the feedback, because that's really, really important. And secondly, important to that is that the company actually does something with that feedback. Now, we're not always going to get it 100% right, and we will always put our hands up to say that we are learning on this journey with all of you as well. But what we do commit to is that we will be that company that delivers. And everything that you see in today's presentation is all about putting our concept into delivery mode. So I'm going to start, and we're going to have actually Tony Sandberg joining me as well, presenting some really important parts of the presentation today around the community building bonus and how that all works, and the simplicity of our system that makes this possibly one of the best, well, not possibly, definitely one of the best network marketing opportunities on the planet today. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share our new slides with you. Please save your questions to the end of today's presentations. There'll only be 2 presentations today, but if you have any questions, if you could save them to the end. If you are not muted, then please do mute, because it gets really difficult if there's background noise. And so without further ado, let me share my screen and let's make a start. Just let me know if you can't see my screen or if you can't see the presentation. That would be really handy. So, are we good to go? Fantastic. Right, I just need to move this out of the way. Oops, this is just, it's going crazy itself. Sorry, apologies. For some reason, the computer wants to run faster than I can speak. Right, so let's make network marketing great again. That's a huge statement, but is it possible? And from everything that we've experienced and seen previously, is it possible? Well, yes, it is possible. And the reason for that is because network marketing is a fantastic business model. So all we've really done is put together this business model with a real business plan. And that is what we feel has been missing in a lot of opportunities to date. So if you've ever wanted to be a part of a company that wants to grow a united, engaged, and an informed and earning community, well, then that's exactly what we're all about. If you've ever wanted to be part of something early and not had that opportunity, then that's exactly what this is about as well. GNG is a very simple concept. We have a simple, viable product. We have a straightforward bonus plan with no hidden agendas. And we have, most importantly, a workable business plan that will benefit the whole community. And that for us is really, really important, because what we do know is that network marketing and technology trends, like market trends and finance, together in a single opportunity make probably the most powerful opportunity in this space ever. So I really apologize. I'm not sure why my laptop has decided, but I think I'll have to do the clicks instead. So it's all about communities, really.
Of course, your laptop is excited about it, because I'm so excited about it. So I'm giving you the energy. So no.
The laptop seems to be more excited than all of us today. So I apologize. I'll have to do the clicks, I'm afraid. So basically, we've seen this over and over again, and we've all been part of communities actually as well. And we know one thing for sure, that communities, when they are together as a force, make the difference. Every successful company on the planet today is successful because of its community. That could be customers, that could be clients, that could be network marketers. But if you don't have that community and you don't utilize that community, then you're really missing something out. And unfortunately, what we've seen happen as well is that companies have come along and they've created these communities, but they've not really utilized them. And the fact that that hasn't been utilized has left a lot of people questioning, credibility. But we do know one thing for sure, that in the blockchain space, in the crypto space, and in the Web3 space, and now moving into the NFT market space, it's the communities that will always make the difference. But if we can build a happy and functional community, we have the key to success. So that's one of the first things that we thought about when we thought about GNG and what we wanted to do. We wanted to harness the power of the community. So when we get asked the question, what do we get? Well, the first thing you get is an amazing opportunity to join one of the most forward-thinking communities in this space. Right, I dare not do that. I'm going to click. So apologies. It's going to be one of those days. I can just feel it. Okay, so this is basically how it works. And it's really, really simple. And that's the best and the most beautiful thing about this. You only buy one of our NFTs. Now, we have a brand building NFT because our brand is our identity. So it's a viable product in this space. So you buy one NFT and the products range from $50 to $2,000. And for that NFT, we will give you gifted tokens for the whole amount. So if you buy a $50 NFT, you get $50 worth of GNG tokens. You have access to all of the bonuses and the dividend payouts that happen quarterly. You also, for us, because we're building that viable, educated community that is going to be informed and know exactly how to benefit from this rising market of the NFTs, you will have masterclasses in NFT and crypto that will give you all the information that you need to really understand and grow in this market. And you will also have access to our monthly business opportunity. So every investment opportunity that GNG does on behalf of the community, you will also be able to have see what that is and take part in that if you'd like to do that. Right, so now it's not going to let me do that. Right, because for us, it's all in the numbers, and the numbers are in our favor. Because for this reason, what we have actually done is that we are going to put 95% of all of the GNG turnover back into our business model. Now, there's no other company today in the world that has a similar structure that gives back so much to the community. And this for us is really, really important because we're building that functional community. And we know for a community to be functional, they have to earn, and they have to not only earn, but they have to have something that will give them long-term wealth as well. So 50% goes back to our network bonuses. It's the best network and community rewards ever. 25% goes into the GNG token. This is the long-term investments in a rising market of the NFTs, which will create security and also long-term wealth for all that join us on this amazing journey. And this is the first of its kind again ever. We will also pay out 20% in dividends, and this is the most rewarded dividend token again ever. And the company, for all of its hard work and commitment, will only keep 5% of the turnover. And this will keep the company running and shows how much the company actually believes in the GNG token. And this as a company is the greatest transparency, again, you will see ever. So with so much of our turnover going back into the business opportunity, this will give us what we believe a happy and functional community who are engaged, educated, rewarded, and excited. And this will lead to growth and sustainability as we all grow this amazing opportunity together. Right, let's see the magic of buttons. If it's going to let me just do one click at a time without having to go forward it's behaving now, guys. So let's talk about our product and why we chose the sophisticated penguin to build our brand identity on. So for us, it's really all about the identity of the community, that feeling of belonging, where all take care of each other, where we all work together, where everybody's equal with the same opportunities. So that's why we chose this character as our brand building NFT. The best part is that every product will be individual and it will be unique. So you'll be buying or you'll be adding to a collection of one-off pieces. So did you know, this is some information now, that the penguin is the most social of all species on this earth? That they live in large groups and communities their whole life. So they're so tied into this community structure for their existence. That when they work or they hunt together, they work in groups from 50 to 20. Does that sound familiar? Of course, in network marketing, it's all about working together. So this is this and other reasons are why we're proud to have the Sophisticated Penguin as the creative brand identity of the GNG community. So with this brand and with this ethos, we believe we can make network marketing great again, because we will be building the greatest company on the planet again together. So our brand building NFTs, well, what do you need to do? You definitely need to collect them all. And we want you to collect them all because we want you to be able to secure the most number of tokens, because that's the long-term wealth program within the GNG business opportunity. So let's have a quick look at our packages. So we have the red hat package, which is at $50. And this gives you 5 levels in our bonuses and 500 tokens. Then you have the yellow hat NFT collection, which is at $100. It gives you 6 levels and 1,000 tokens. Now, there's no point in me reading all of this out, but you can see that our products, as I've said, range from $50 to $2,000. Our community bonuses are open from 5 levels all the way down to 12 levels. And you can basically work up your total tokens from 500 tokens up to 20,000 as we go along. But there are some provisos to that as well, which I'll explain as we go forward. So our product line is exclusive, it's exciting, but most importantly, it's affordable. And the only product that opens up to a multiple earning opportunities is the Sophisticated Penguin of the GNG community. So a recent market research report by Technavio predicts a growth in the NFT market to just over $147 billion from now to 2026, making this possibly the most exciting and lucrative time to get involved. Now, a lot of people think that the NFT fad is already over, because we've seen people spend lots and lots of money on things like Bored Apes and CryptoPunks and other various art items and then lose that value. But actually, this is just the start of the NFT market. So like Harry mentioned, we are basically almost at the bottom of the market, and the only way from the bottom, as we all know, is up. And all we're going to be doing is riding this wave together. So this is the key reason why we've built Global NFT Group, to allow everyone to take advantage of this market growth together as one functional community. So our strong business opportunity will allow us to be a big part of this next $1 trillion industry that combines the booming blockchain technology with products from the traditional markets. So how? Because when you collect our brand building NFTs, you're gifted. Hello, sorry, can I ask you please to put your call on mute, please? Whoever's speaking, I can't see anything because I can only see my screen. Or Carrie, if you could just go down the list and mute people, that would be really handy. Or Tony S, who, if someone can take over the hosting and do that, that would be brilliant. So sorry, as I was saying, we are basically gifting you the GNG tokens, and the token will work as a fund investing in this rising market. And it will also pay out quarterly dividends, making this the best time to get involved. As historically, we've seen that these trends come about roughly every 10 years. So don't let the next 10 years pass. We're just into 2023. We're just at that point of riding this wave, and the only way is up. So it's time to take action and position ourselves for the huge upside in this evolving and booming market. So I'm just going to give you some information about the GNG token. Our kickoff price will be 10 cents. And as most of you know, or those who are listening for the first time, we're running a pre-sale at the moment at 5 cents. And then we are going to be moving up to 10 cents as the system starts to go live later on this month. So we plan to list our token in Q2 of 2023. Of course, our exchanges will to be announced as TBA. If you're wondering, that will happen the closer we get to listing. The volume of our tokens is only 250 million, so it's a very small supply. And we're working towards a listing price of 50 cents. So getting in now is probably, not probably, but is definitely the cheapest time and the best time for the full upside. So what we've done is GNG have developed an exceptional score-based matrix. And this we use to carry out due diligence for every investment that we have undertaken as a company for our community. And this will be what we will be using for the GNG token NFT fund. This will help us not only to diversify our investment portfolio, but also to score base our investments for the best possible gains. GNG will secure the best possible gains for our community, and this will drive the opportunity forward like no other in this space, because everyone will want to be a part of a company that delivers, because that's what's been so missing in this space for the last number of years. So the GNG NFT fund will allow for lower investment risk and potentially higher returns. Why? Because we're building a varied portfolio and spreading our fund and ultimately any potential risk. And this is exactly how good financial instruments work. The GNG token will be managed as an investment fund, but in the NFT space, which remember is the rising market. Our investment strategy will be diversified across multiple NFT-related projects and products. Now, remember, we're not talking about art here, but we're talking about the diversification of NFT products and projects as well that are going to be moving into so many markets over the next year and beyond. Our diversification strategy will have several advantages, like giving us the best option in terms of returns within any given project, possible preferential exit rights, and potentially better and earlier deals, because we come with an informed and engaged community as well. This will all be possible because we will bring both capital, like I've mentioned, but also our educated community to all of the investments that we make. And this is how we will use our community like no other company in this space to date. So I hope you're understanding why being a part of the GNG community is going to be so important for all of us. So just going to explain, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I just want to answer some of the questions that we've been getting about how these investments and how the diversification strategy actually works and what it actually means. Well, high risk investments will be typically any startup or seed funding, and there'll be probably collaborative arrangements as well. These are investments that are more complex than the ordinary investments that we are going to undertake for our community. Here, we are typically looking for a locked exit strategy that will secure the initial investment, because it's all about securing your initial investment, at least as a minimum, and then looking at potential profit. Many startups often need customers more than they need money. So if we believe the startup product is right and we think it will bring value to our token holders, we can introduce the startup to our community, offering more than just a capital investment, making this a perfect synergy for both the company, startup company, and us as potential investors. So our medium risk investments mean we will be looking at things like a pre-token sell, an ICO or an ITO, any listed companies, or anything that's already has a bit of traction. So this is not early stage. Additional gain to our investment will be made through press releases and announcements on social media. We will post our announcement on the invested company social media channels as well, so that their community knows about us and everybody knows that GNG is in the market as a proud investor or a partner in their company. So we're really looking at how we can maximize all of our investments and our marketing without having to really cost that up as a separate cost for the company. Our low risk investments are typically going to be a listed token or a coin or an established company with a proven track record. Now, these are low risk because they already have proven their worth. And so they will have solid delivery, and they'll also have a very promising future. Again, we'll use the same marketing strategy to issue press releases and announcements on social media, both ours and of the companies that we invest in, just to widen our net and also our marketing power across communities that are already engaged in this space. So we've really thought about how we can utilize every element of the community, of the fund, of the investment, so that everybody can gain the maximum benefits from them. Right, so the last 25% of the NFT fund will be invested in cryptocurrency, because we see a huge potential and undervalue in a few established projects and coins. Now, we're not going to be putting everything into one place, but we will, even within the crypto market, spread our investments so that we can have the best possible returns within those projects. We understand it's a volatile market, but we will only be interested in the most promising coins with a very clear exit strategy. Right, so moving on. Ultimately, we are building a mutual interest fund that will create long-term wealth for all token holders, which makes this the first and most exciting in this space. And all we're doing is just following market trends that we have seen historically to grow wealth over time. So we're not creating anything new, we're not innovative, we're just more informed. For us, our community and our accountability will be key because we have learned from other people's mistakes and refined this within our own opportunity. So the best way to do this is to be a fully audited company for all to see, open to the public. And this will not only make us a force in the NFT space, but will rebuild the faith that many have lost in previous opportunities, and our delivery will be our ultimate strength. So it's all about the delivery. So again, Carrie touched on this. We have a tangible token. Now, tangible means that it's something that you can actually see what's happening behind it. So there's no hidden agendas here. 45% in total of the net turnover from the GNG community will go back into the token economics. Our token will be structured, as I've explained, as a fund. It will have a strict diversification strategy that will maximize the returns back to the token and the community. So getting these tokens is so important, and holding them is just as important, because we'll be doing a 20% dividend payout on the turnover in the GNG community back to all token holders. And 25%, like I've mentioned, will go into the GNG token fund to build value over time as we go along our journey. Please, could you put your mics on mute, please? Whoever's got their mics on, please put them on mute. Right.
Can somebody call this Judith, or we have to close it, because we don't want to shout on top of everybody. We wanted everybody hears clearly. So please, ask this Judith person. If it's not, then just erase from the chat, because this is not accepted. Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't do that, but I think if Tony S is on the call and he's able to either mute.
I don't. Give me the authority so I can.
You are the host, Simon, and we are not able to do it.
Yeah, you are the only.
Can you take host from me,
Judith?
But then I take away from you also.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll persevere then, and hopefully Judith is hearing us, and we'll either be quiet or put herself on mute. Okay. So like I was saying, we're working to our listing price of 50 cents. That's our listing goal. So we want to list our token with value in it. We don't want to just go to the market and have nothing to show for it. So this is why we've worked up the system the way we have. Our token will be distributed incrementally to work towards the 50-cent listing price. The only advantage of getting in early is that you'll get the maximum number of tokens at the cheapest price. At every 2 million tokens distributed through the sale of the NFT packages, the price will go up by 2 cents. So the true value of the token will be underpinned by the NFT fund and the investments and the dividends that will be paid out quarterly. So you'll always be buying into value, but obviously getting in early, we know, is always most beneficial. But in the long run, being a token holder is going to be beneficial for everybody. Right. So moving on. So for anyone who becomes a part of our community, the key thing that we're doing is we're building real value. So even if you come in at a number 100,000, it will still be a great opportunity, because you will have the token for life and benefit as we build constant value into the token. But as in any business, the earlier you participate, the greater your returns. So the current price of our token is the lowest you will ever get. So the value of getting in now will ultimately be the greatest. We'll be working to take the value of the token to $8 in 2024, and that's an 80x rise, and $37 in 2025, which is a massive 300x in price rise. We will do this through our diversified investment strategy with the GNG NFT fund, and you become a part of this opportunity just by building your NFT collection with us through our brand building NFT packages. There's nothing more complicated than that in our opportunity. And you don't, let me just say, you don't need to understand everything from day one as well. This is that learn while you earn opportunity. So we'll be 100% transparent and be the company that delivers, and everyone in our community will benefit from our collective success, because we will do everything to keep our community engaged, educated, and most importantly, rewarded. Right. So now I've kind of put into context, and I hope it's been more clearer why we're doing or how we're going to be doing what we're doing. I'm going to now hand over to Tony S. To explain about the community bonus. So Tony, over to you.
Thank you, Simon.
I'll try and follow you, Tony, with the slides.
Yeah, I will say click.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you.
Yeah, so now I'm going to explain the community bonus and our simple do, teach, repeat system. So step 1, join us with only $50 for an NFT. We will just start low and then we will build ourselves up. As you can see here now, congratulations. No, stop.
Sorry, Tony.
Yeah. So congratulations, now you have got your first NFT. And also you have got your first tokens. And on top of that, you have also opened up your community bonus for 5 levels. As you can see here, 5 level, and on the right side, you have the percentage that you get on each level. Click. So step 2. Now you can invite 2 friends. This could take just a couple of hours, or it could take a couple of days. That's just up to you. The speed you want to start up to earn money. Click. So let's say that you invite in 2 friends. That's John and Paul. Now you have earned your first money. $2 in a community bonus, the first level, and you have also your referral bonus, $10. That's $5 of each NFT that they have joined in with. Click.
Shall I keep going, Tony?
No. So step 3, it's that now that you help your friends to do the same. That means that you have now earned another $4 that is in your level 2. So the only thing is that they follow the do, teach, repeat system. And from level 3, and with the simple concept of word of mouth, then you have a successful business that is growing organically. When you see the yellow one there with 64 inside, so it's very important that you can see now that you have earned enough money that you can upgrade. You have enough money. No, wait. Yeah. So it's important that you upgrade also before you get people below level 5, because you are not qualified to earn more money than down to level 5. So sooner that you have enough money, upgrade. Now we have a total of $176. That's just on the $50. That's the average we have here. Now we can go. So now we have enough money to upgrade. So that means that step 1, now you have collected your second NFT. And you have also collected more tokens. It's also important to understand from what Simon said earlier also, that we have just 2 million tokens in each level of 10 cents up to 50 cents. So that means that it will increase. So this higher speed you have on this, the more tokens that you will be gifted when you buy the NFT. Now you also have opened up for 6 levels. Yep. So step 2, that is that you make sure that your friends do the same, because you don't need to build the network once more. You have it already there. So it's for them to just do exactly what you did, buy a yellow hat. Now you have got in $20 and $4 on your first level. So when you help your team to do exactly the same, you see that it grows organically, and you have now earned a lot more money on the same people that you have entered in one time. Click. Now you have a total of $416 into your account. So
plus the value of the token, whatever that will be on that day.
That's correct. That's correct. So now we are on the third step of the build-up of your collection. So that means that now you have your third one, you have more tokens, and you also have more level that you can earn the money on. And now you just show your friends to do the same, because it's do, teach, repeat. When they have done it a couple of times, they know the drill, and so will the team. That means now you have seen that you have earned a total of $1,136, and click total bonus here. It's $1,728. Total spending is $400, but you haven't spent more than $50 from your pocket. That's also important to understand, that all this we can do now in a short time, because if everybody do this in a couple of days, then you can reach this in a couple of weeks, because it's just do, teach, repeat. Yes. So build your NFT collection. Keep it super simple and max out your tokens. So this is what we have been trying to say from earlier here, that you start with 50, you grow your business, you use your money that you have on your account, and then you upgrade. If you ask me, we can do this. You start with $50 and you can build yourself up to 2,000, and then you max out your tokens. This is the maximum token you can get, because you buy your first of each color, that's $3,900. And if you collect that one in a very quick way, then you also max out your tokens on it. So this, I can think that we can do that in 90 days. The first one that do that in 90 days, let's see who can do that, and that we can give them a good price. So the next one we can show, now we are a little bit more over to the bigger numbers. So when we talk about the 2 times 12 matrix system, it's all about it's all about to do that one time. When you have done it once, you have them already there. So it's no ranks, no legs, no requirements. What you see is what you get. So, and also when you have done this, you can get a recurring income every quarter that can be rewarded over and over again. As you see now, we have been growing the system from the red to the green. That means that now we have put the bar a little bit higher up, used a little bit longer time, and now we are at the 1,000 level. If we have an average of this on the whole as a full house, you have now $300 and almost $10,000 in income on a quarterly basis. You can see here now we have 40% on 12 levels, and we have the referral bonus for 10%. That's a total of 50% that we pay out. And full house, it's 8,190 people in your community, in your structure. How many times have you had a couple of thousand people? If a couple of thousand people here, you have a good income, very good income. And that's where we're going to the next slide also, to talk about the income. It's all about what do you want. So because this is your income opportunity. So if you want to go in here, join our system and look at this as a savings, you put in a one-time purchase, you are allowed to do that. It's up to you. But I can assure you, if you put in a little bit more effort, put in 1, 2 friends and be a little bit, use a little bit time on it, then you can get a full-time income, or you can have a yearly income in a quarterly, or even more. As you saw now, $300,000 in a quarter, that's a very good income. Then you can fulfill your dreams. You can change your lifestyle. It depends. You need to start with something. Of course, you don't start with a big income in the beginning. You need to build yourself up, as you saw. But who can not afford $50 and start the business and spend a little bit of time with your friends, with your team, and then you probably can change your life and your friends and your team's life. So go back to what do you want? It's all up to you. Then I hand it back to Saima. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony S. So this is the brilliant thing, like Tony's mentioned, this is your opportunities. What do you want from this opportunity? Because we've put in we've put in the commitment to give you something that we will deliver on. Now it's, what do you want to get out of this? We sell it all the time in network marketing, buy back your time, buy back your time. I think, for those who are out there working, that's what we always are working to collect money for the time that we give. If we're employed by somebody, then we give 8 hours and we get paid for those 8 hours. And this is totally up to you. You can start and follow the system and work this system. And from this system, you can create not only financial freedom, but you can also create time freedom, because you only need to build the network once. So we've really looked at what's been happening in the market and tried to put together something that's really going to benefit so many more people, that this is just possibly the most exciting potential in this than anything else that's currently in the market, for sure. So the structure, just to go back to complete the presentation, the structure in our business opportunity is what really separates us from everyone else. Because normally in a network marketing or a community structure model, those who come in first are always the winners, because they've position themselves at the top of something. But with us, actually everyone wins, because those who come in first will have the greatest value in the token, but they are the ones that will build the value for the members that follow. And this is what makes us unique, because we're not just relying on the building of the network to build value. It will be our investments and our token economics that bring long-term sustainability and value over time. But there's that true income earning opportunity of building this one-time community. So even if you come in at number 50,000, you will still have full value with our unique brand building NFTs and with the GNG token, plus the dividends that will get paid out every quarter, the same as those who came in before you and those who come in after you. And you will also have the same bonuses available to you, no matter at what number or when you start building your team in our community, because the percentages are already set and they will not ever be changed. So we have made a system in a rising market where everyone and all that be a part of this journey will be rewarded. And for us, this is a truly win-win-win situation for the company, for the community network, and for those who come in as customers. So just talking about the added value of being a GNG token holder and an NFT collector with GNG are our masterclasses. For us, it's all about how much and what we can give back to the community. So from Q2 of this year, we'll be starting our masterclasses, because for us to drive this forward, having an informed and educated and engaged community is vital. And for this, education is the key to success, because knowledge will allow our community to make the best and most decisive decisions on any given opportunity within the investments that we will also be showing on a monthly basis as well from Q2 of this year. So we will be running these masterclasses with the most professional and expert trainers, so that the most up-to-date information is shared with our community. We'll be talking about what you need to know about NFTs and this evolving market. And we'll also be sharing our due diligence and our business strategies on the investments that we make on behalf of our community. And all of this is free to token holders in GNG. And all you need to do in order to have access to these masterclasses is build your NFT collection with us. It really could not be any simpler.
And I have to add here, I will be speaking on the end, why this is very important. So actually who we're talking and working with, you don't yet know, but you will be the first one to know about it. And I will open up that a little bit on my closing statement. So it's going to be extremely important to be part of this, that top tier, to listen and learn from the best of the planet. And that's what you're also going to hear about today.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
Thank you, Carrie. Oh, that's fine. So we are a crypto compliant company, and our pay-in as well as our payouts will all be in crypto. So we are accepting Tether, Bitcoin, and Ethereum for our NFT packages, and we will pay out our commissions in USD to Tether to the wallet of your choice every Friday without fail. Right. So
and we also have to say that we've done that already. So the first payments has the first payments has been already sent to the lucky guys who has started the business. So congratulations. So
I was going to save that for the for the
sorry.
But thanks, Carrie. Yes. We've already stuck to our commitments of paying out for our bonuses on the pre-sale, but I will be talking about that a little bit later on. So our vision and our mission is very simple, and it's to become the largest NFT and most functional community in the world, and to reward our community with the GNG token to those who become a part of this amazing journey. So some people, like I've mentioned, believe that the NFT fad is over, but we and all the experts believe that NFTs are actually just at the start of this development in tech. So you don't want to miss out being in the start of anything new in tech, which will see massive growth in the coming years. And together, we also believe that we can build the greatest company that will make network marketing great again. The only real question is, or you need to ask yourself is, will you be a part of it? So just to wrap up, and we kind of worked on this a little bit before, is why GNG? And this is something that we've been asked a lot by the leaders that are already with us, but we think it's a really important message to share because, of course, not everybody knows us and why we're doing what we're trying to do. So we have this fantastic recording from Tony Bernstein, and luckily we did record it because unfortunately he's not able to join us audibly or visually today. So I'm going to hopefully play this and you'll be able to hear it, and you'll be able to, hopefully this will answer all of the questions that some of you have faced or are potentially asking yourselves. So moving over, and just let me know if you can't hear this. But in response to a number of questions that we have been asked, let's talk about why we are doing this. So I'm going to hand over now to Tony Bernstein, who's going to explain to you why GNG and what we're trying to do and the reasons for that. So over to you, Tony.
Thank you, Saima. And let's start with experience, knowledge, and delivery. In our group, we have a diverse and versatile professional experience, which will benefit the company moving forward. We will make sure and can assure you that all we say and show is delivered as promised. Carrie Rose is probably one of the most experienced network leaders, mentors, and speakers in the world. He has been part of many successful network companies and businesses globally over the last 30 years. His passion will lead the way for our community for sure. Saima Chaudhry's personal slogan is, "Good things comes to those who work." That says a lot about her. Those of you who have had the pleasure of being in contact with Saima know she works hard and she always delivers. Saima's knowledge, work ethics, and wide experience as a professional is crucial for GNG. Tony Sandberg and I, Tony Bernstein, have almost similar backgrounds: real estate, construction, and finance. For the last 10 years, we have worked together in the same investment company. 7 years ago, Saima joined the company, and together we have been helping external entrepreneurs and investors with establishment, listing, funding, and much more. It has been an interesting and challenging journey. And the most important element that we have learned is that everything we do starts with a numbers game. If the numbers add up, we are good to go. So we know that within our group, we have the experience and knowledge to make GNG successful. Even with our different backgrounds, we have many things in common. And these are passion, work ethics, and the desire to make a difference with the GNG community and GNG token. So delivery is the key for us. That's why we say it's all in the numbers, and what you see is what you get. We only have 100% to play with, nothing more, nothing less. And we know that when we deliver, we will bring huge success to those who become a part of our GNG journey. Bill Gates once said, if he would be given a chance to start all over again, he would choose network marketing. And of course, he is right. Because when network marketing opportunity is delivered properly with a sustainable business model, network marketing makes the strongest business in the world by far. Traditionally, the most successful network companies has been companies with tangible products, healthcare products, oils, etc. Or like ACM, a company that still is going strong after starting up telephone subscriptions decades ago. Saima and Tony S. has worked at ACN for a long time, many years ago, and they have experienced that network marketing is great if it's done correctly. In the recent decades, we have seen more financial-based network marketing companies flood the market with a mixed grade of success. You can say that we are in this space, but you have to remember we do not innovate anything. We do not promise you daily or weekly interest on your money. We are responsible, and we know that we manage the community's money, not our own. We look at risk first. If the risk is worth it, you can build a sustainable business, like we are doing. With a risk-free token as a foundation and security for our members, we will build a community and identity like no other. Yes, it is risk-free. Part of your money is in an index fund. If we should lose all the money, it means that the whole blockchain space will do the same, a total collapse, which is not likely. So for us, a happy and functional community will drive GNG token to be the largest NFT and crypto token in the world. If you ask any financial expert, banker or broker, what is the most secure investment you can do in the financial market today? 9 of 10 will say index fund. This is common knowledge and makes sense. When we discovered NFTs many years ago, we immediately saw the huge potential. And this potential was way beyond artwork that hit the market like Bored Apes and Crypto Kittens. It's not many times in history when markets like collectibles, music, film, property, and many others are moving over from the traditional market to the technological market. This, together with already online products like art, games, metaverse, and so on, gives us one of the largest online markets today, the NFT market. Technavio and other experts predicts an increase from 27 billion to 147 billion in the next 3 years. And it will be $1 trillion industry by 2030. This is the big why, and why we are creating a token structure as an index fund. Remember, the token is just a vehicle to go to the market, and the structure and strategy behind it has been proven in the financial market for decades. The main advantage with the token is that it's easier to manage than an ordinary fund, both for the company and the customer. And especially for the customer, because you can buy it or sell it whenever you want. The biggest difference between an ordinary fund and the GNG token is the dividend payout. Regardless of the market the token is in, it will be paid out dividends, because this comes from the turnover inside the GNG community. So a token structured as a fund is the key to long-term success, and it's definitely make common sense. To run a token as an index fund, you need diversification. It's the total market that is our goal. Our aim is to ride the NFT predictions for the coming years. When you do a diversification like us, 25 low risk, 25 medium risk, and 25 high risk into the NFT market, you will catch the best possible spread. There will be companies that will go like rockets and succeed, and ones that fail. That is the nature of an index fund. But if you do it right, you will hit close to the index. And that's what we want. Nothing more, no speculation, no risk, just ride the NFT wave in front of us. People are asking us why we are doing this. The simple answer is we have been waiting for this opportunity for a very long time. The combination of a happy and functional community with a secure foundation and a business model is explosive. This is the perfect product for a network marketing company and the perfect way to build the largest NFT crypto fund in the world. Without the community, we will just be another ordinary fund. Excuse me. Because it's the synergies inside the GNG token that makes all the difference. When people see this, the sky is the limit. We are not philanthropists or a charity company. We are in it for the money, success and glory like anybody else. but there is a right way to do it and there is a wrong way to do it. And I can assure you that we are doing it the right way. We give 95% of the turnover back to the community because we know for a fact that the token will be a success in the long run. And it's here the founders and company gets its money, success, and glory. There will be a lot of networkers in our community who will earn a lot more than the founders. But for us, that is fair. And it will show that our system works. We put the community first because it's the community that creates the wealth for all. So a community plus token structured as a fund is definitely the key to ultimate success. And we will be in this market for a long time. We believe a happy and functional community is the key to success. And you have to decide if you believe in us. If you have any hesitation, start small, and we will show you that it works. This will be the best decision you can make in 2023. And if you still wonder why we are doing this, the answer is we will create the largest NFT and crypto token in the world. So companies come to us first and give us the first mover advantage in any business opportunity in this space. Because we can offer so much more than just cash. We will have a happy and engaged community backing our common product. When we reach this goal, we will really make an impact for ourselves, for the community, and for all. Thank you all for listening, and we are looking forward to that you are joining us on this amazing journey for many years to come. Then I will set over back to you, Saima.
Thank you, Tony B. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's the end of the formal presentation. I'm just going to stop the share button. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough as well. So this is our interpretation of the network marketing presentation with the new slides. We hope everyone's enjoyed it. We hope we've been able to answer all the questions that people have had and all the questions that people are facing as they're going out to build their top leader teams. You know, it is what it is. Like we say, we want to be in this space for a very long time. We want to make an impact. We don't want to just be here and say, yes, we've made money, but we want to make a real impact as well. We want to make network marketing great again, but in order to do that, we need to make a great company. In order to do that, we need a great community with us because we can't do it on our own. But we feel that we've been fair in our share of giving back to that community. So like Tony says, if you believe in us, if you believe in GNG, if you believe that it's time for a change, then this really, really is the opportunity of 2023 and many, many more years to come. I can't say anything more than that. Sorry, it's been a bit on and off with the presentation because we've been moving around a lot and it's been myself and Tony's trying to explain things. But what we are planning to do is just try and do a clean recording with the slides for people to have to go through in their own time and leisure as well. I'm going to hand it back to Carrie now for a little while, and then we will take the other elements of today's meeting with the leaders on. So over to you, Carrie.
All right. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Tony B. That was an excellent recording, and thank you guys for staying with us. I haven't actually a lot on my shoulder, but I guess you're going to cover with the agreements and those kind of stuff. So I want to point out a few things that, makes me so excited about it. On a quest, I always believed, and I have a reason why I'm here. And exactly like Tony B said, that we're waiting patiently. I've seen a lot of happening in the markets for the past 4 years, but I actually really didn't take any action and I didn't participate because I actually just didn't like what was happening. I tried to advise, I tried to coach, and I went back in the normal businesses and I've done, most of you knows about me that I also built the traditional company. So I only built in my life approximately 10 networking companies. So I built instead of that 40, normal, let's put it very normal companies, extremely successful. So I have a very, very wide experience in all kind of businesses. And one of the reasons you need to understand why I'm moving into Asia, because the power of the money is moving here. with China, with, don't want to mention the other, but you understand what is happening in the world, and the power of the money is moving onto this part of the world. And I'm actually now, with my connection, with my plane, I'm only 2 hours away from 4 billion people. So for me, it will be easy to conduct and have a trainings when the traveling will be free again. So it will be very easy to go and access to have a trainings, because I believe still mostly on the face-to-face meetings and stuff like that. So I want you to, Caius, to focus and close your eyes about the noise, what is going into the market. I know what I'm doing. Our team knows what I'm doing. And I know that you also, all of there, know what needs to be done, but we will just make it happen. So I don't want to be talking about all those difficult words and, metaverses and, explain about how you need to go this exchange and dimba-damba, do this and this and that. That is way too wasting your time. So what we created here is it's a money-making machine in a very easy and tangible way. And that's what I've been talking to. I've talked to hundreds of companies. And one of the key issues that you need to understand that we are now talking, I'm using all my connections for plus 30 years, 35 years, being actually international businessman. So I met a lot of my previous business friends and partners who wants to come to crypto. They don't want to step in because they don't have a trust. They trust me. They understand that when I'm going to do something, they're going to believe it. And through that, even we are talking about the NFT, so we are investing on those companies. And God help me, I've seen so fantastic companies also waiting for the opportunity to come into the market, because the real businessman who has the money and who wants to join, and also normal person, they don't understand why I need to buy this monkey. I don't understand. They've been also waiting for patiently the right time to come to the market that they can use their crazy technologies. There are so many things that are going to change and shape the world, and they are mostly, well, not maybe everything, but mostly this part of the world. And I have my connections who I've been sitting, Simon and Tony B, you met some of these very big boys, extremely financially, super wealthy guys that's been evolving into the businesses that are interested about our system. So you're going to see some of these very extremely fantastic games. And it's a numbers game. For me, the numbers are, there are about 300 million people, approximately, give or take the number, who understands or possess any of the crypto at this current world in this particular time. And they put $100, $500 or whatever. But in my predictions, what I started to talk about 2014, once I joined in the industry, I was one of the first guy who was touring the world extensively, and I'm most probably the most in the world travel guy in the industry and in crypto, talking about it's going to be $1 trillion industry. People were trying to laugh me out of the stage. Of course, that's not possible, but it became in 5 years of time $1 trillion. It already went over. Now I've been already talking to a few of my friends quietly that it's going to be a 10 to 20, even 50, even to $100 trillion industry. And that's based on the money. The whole money in the world, depending how much Biden is printing today, it's plus minus 600 trillion. And the world's going to go up to 1,000 trillion, whatever that word is going to be. So we were very carefully talking about hundreds of thousands when I was a young boy. Then it became millions, 10 millions. And now we're throwing billions away. And today we can talk easily about trillions. But why it is going to happen? Because people like us on this call, we have already some possessors, we have friends, we have money, but we don't know what to do with it, because we have maybe a little bit of a cold feet because we still don't understand it. But we're bringing into the market that everybody can join us, and they see that it's tangible and they can rely on that. So instead of 300 million, I see in the next 2-3 years, my numbers are bigger than anybody else, I believe. So I see this a part of the business growing like crazy. So when we jump into 300 million to 500 million, up to 1.5 billion people will be investing in a short coming years, 2-3 years into this industry. But they're not coming with their $100 or $1,000. They come with their $10,000 or $50,000. And we will be the same. We will become a household name, a brand name that, all right, I want to do my part in crypto because I'm interested about it. But I don't know where to invest, because I see all the FTX and all the BS coming running out of the sky. We will be the safe haven for all of those people to jump in. They want to bring in a business, so they're going to invest through us because we do the due diligence, we audit, we make it happen, we pay commissions, we pay the dividends, and we bring the value. And it's very easy for people to understand and see it. That's why I believe we will be taking the market by a storm, and that'll happen in 10 days and counting. So do you understand the numbers? You understand the numbers? It is going to happen. So there's so much money in the world, but they don't know what to do because they are afraid. So our task is to explain how easy it is. And like Tony S. was explaining, I want your take on that. I built a few times Matrix, and the last time I started to build Matrix, there was 8,000 people. In 8 weeks, I took in 440,000 people, and we went from $80,000 to 200 million. So that's possible. So together with your help, if you're gonna do it and we go crazy, we can do the same easily, and even go beyond. Forced Matrix. When you build 8,000 people, is very small amount of people. For all of you in this behind the screen, it's nothing. You never made so much money out of that amount of people, out of that possession. You need to understand that if somebody wants to be liquidated, they can torch their tokens, but they also lose everything because you can't eat and have the cake at the same time. There's going to be another person that place. It's forced Matrix. So if you build that now once, 8,000 people, and for all of you, it shouldn't be just flipping the arm a couple of weeks to send out the words and put the people in. And that's it. And you're going to bet quarterly paid $300,000, which is already quite nice money. Plus, you will still earn the dividends while holding your tokens every quarter. You will get your weekly bonuses and enjoy the benefits when the token value is going to rise. And it will, because we will be investing in a rising market. Maybe not yet into the rising market, but I can tell you guys that you will be surprised what you're going to hear about. And like Simon and Tony S&B a little bit told about, but we have I can guarantee we have the top of the top people already working with us, giving their best knowledge to make everybody understand it, what we can do. I listen to incredible people in the industry, what we can do, but we don't take that risk. They make their technology risk. We invest onto these people, and that's why it's coming so no-brainer. Whatever I have here. So, tangibility is something that people want to see and hear. So through my connections, so if I'm allowed to, and I'm kindly just asking the permission, but I'm going to do it anyway. So there are a lot of businesses that will be already attached in the GNG to build this thing. So I personally sign up with through other my connections, 2 businesses over $100 million already built within this year to be supporting on the GNG, and that's only the beginning. So there are massive opportunities, massive companies, really high network individuals that's going to be joining us with a bit of a later stage. Step by step, they're going to be and whatever you want, you guys. But I don't want non-workers. If I see somebody just, you're going to sign a leader deal and then you're going to sit in your ass, you will find me in front of you, because this is not the position that I want to give anybody in. And I'm very serious about it. This is no joke. If you don't work, you will not benefit on this. So there's a huge community, it's an extremely nice network in this business who's going to be participating. Whatever you want in the world, you shall also deliver. And those businesses shall be also attached in a timely manner into us. So this is only purely the beginning. And that's why I'm so excited, because I finally can really push in and pull in all those things together that I've been thinking already quite a number of years, what needs to be happen. And we push ourselves a lot. So we are a very small team, effective, but we will be open all the time. So this company will never sleep. Number one, so it's not 8 hours, it's 24/7 every day, because we live in a different time zone. We are going globally, so we have leaders all over the world. Those lucky one who's going to start with us will be there. So the power shifting here in Asia is very, very important to understand, that what's going to happen and why we must be here as a presence as well. We are already in America and in Europe. That's fine and fantastic. But all the other continents and the money, including Africa, Arabs, and the Australians, they're going to join us very shortly in the beginning. So you are the lucky ones there to get started with. So, but for me, it's just the numbers game, like we always want to say. So there's nothing, we don't need to hide anything. You're going to see everything online, alive. Only a few days to go, sign the documents and start to deliver. Or, get yourself, some of the extra tokens. So now it is the time, and also probably to talk about it. So if you, when you hear even the payback offer, what we're going to do, so we are so committed and extremely confident about it. Absolutely me as well. So it's no brainer to join this. So it's not gonna build it by itself. Of course, we need to work like, you're gonna work like me every day, very fast, very full and effective. So we're gonna be smashing. That's why I already today a little bit started to push and put the buzz into the market, because they didn't need to know. And they join who join, but they who join, make no mistake, you will see me if you don't work, because I don't want any free riders. Even though Simon, Tony, S&P might be a little bit supporting this, but with me, there's no mercy, because we're gonna build something incredible, and you will remember my speech forever. This is my birthday gift to myself, and it's actually my fourth consecutive year. So when I started 1993, I made my first million in my first year. And then 2003, I made a huge success. In 2013, when I finally came back to the network marketing, I started, crazy businesses and rock and rolling. I started to purchase properties and supercars like crazy. And I do have the evidence. Everybody else is just talking about that they maybe made some money, but I actually did spend it also much more than anybody has gained into the industry. So I learned, I have that t-shirt on me. And now it's 2023. So the numbers are important to me. It's going to be the biggest success that I ever made. And I'm very happy to be part of this team. Very happy to see you guys here. If you don't return your agreements, then you can maybe then come join me one day if you have enough money to come to my yacht, and we can cruise around here in this paradise island. So let's see what's going to happen. But there's going to be tremendous things happening. This is only the beginning, and it's already so solid that it doesn't, I'm not going to sleep anymore. So thank God it's 2023. I guess I didn't leave too much out. So back to you guys.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. I think I'm just going to quickly, Carrie, are you? Someone's asked a question, but I think that's not appropriate for the chat. That's probably appropriate for off-chat question to Carrie. Right. So thank you, Carrie.
Hey, listen. Who is so idiot and asking about this? I'm sorry, I'm very straightforward. Finnish taxation is as stupid as Norway, as UK, as Sweden. I lived abroad over 30 years. I pay the taxes where I live. Yes, I do. I did pay 7 years in Dubai, and it's very, everybody who knows it's quite legal. And when you are an expat and travel, so I live in 7 countries, dear lady, and I have my cars and everything. So I pay the taxes there where I need. On top of that, I created $20 billion of sales. You figure out that how much taxes went into the products and services when people were purchasing about that. I think I've been committed to this environment enough. So you match with me. So let's start with that. I will show you my garage if you show my garage, and I will show you my tax returns. So one of the benefits, some of you will make the good decision, is also here. This is crypto favorite country. That's why I also came here. You can also, finding a company here, you pay only 3% corporate taxes. And as an expat, you enjoy also 0%. And you can become a resident only with 250,000 ringgit, which is, comparatively nothing. So you purchase a house here for 60,000, 70,000 euros, and you can live here 10 years and you pay 0 taxes. You just come and spend your money here and everything is legal. I know the process. That's why I also stayed here. So thank you for the questions. So any other of these kind of questions, I'm very happy to give you the answer. Yes, and my highest speed was 380, and I did have a ticket on that, and I also did pay that. I lost about 35 licenses while driving car recklessly. I've been also in the prison once, driving a few times with the cars, but I never done any criminal activities. So I don't consider that as a crime to enjoy the life if you have the availability. And yes, this is my 13th country where I lived, and I've been in 101 countries. In my training has been about 5 million people. I fly over 5,000 flights. I stay over 5,000 days in the hotel rooms, whatever number that comes into it. But you know what? And I created approximately 20 billion of sales in my life through my companies. Any other questions?
I think you've answered beyond the question that was even asked, Carrie. So thank you very much for your openness and honesty. And thank you for the question as well. And I hope the question has been answered. And I would like to add, I hope we are all responsible adults in this room who will pay their taxes as required wherever we're living. So, you know, this is, that's where you have to step up to the game. You know, we're here to provide you a vehicle to give you an amazing opportunity. But you also have to take responsibility in terms of what you do with that opportunity and what you do with the money that you make with that opportunity as well. So because it's like 20 past, and I quickly want to share the pre-sale that we're running so that people just have that fresh in their mind, because again, that's on a small time limit as well. I'm going to quickly run through the pre-sale, and I'm going to have to do it like this because this is the easiest way to do it. So do you see the slides? Right, guessing because nobody's saying.
Yes, we can see. We can see.
Thank you, Tony. Right, hopefully my computer will not go crazy this time. So we're currently in a pre-sale where the token price, if you get in at the pre-sale, again, it's a limited number of tokens. It is for 5 cents, and it's also time restraints on this. Up until the 15th of January, I think, is the date that we close. It'll probably come up on the next slide. Here we go. So the reason for the pre-sale is to give a very few leaders and their investors the opportunity to make the most massive gains with the GNG token. So the first investments will be listed into the first investments that we will make will be into tokens and coins with this pre-sale. This will secure the investor's initial investment, and we're so confident in our delivery and our product that we can offer up to 100% profit on these pre-sale tokens. So the 1st of June 2023, we are offering a buyback of the tokens for 10 cents before we list on the exchange or on any exchange. So it's our money back guarantee. As an example here, so if you take part in the pre-sale for $10,000, this is an investor only, so no one who's a leader or has signed the agent agreement, you'll have 200,000 GNG tokens. We will buy back 100,000 tokens on the 1st of June 2023 at 10 cents. So that will give you your initial investment back, and still you'll have 100,000 GNG tokens. This is just an option, just to say. And also an offer for a pre-sale, because obviously at the pre-sale you're buying into the bigger picture and the delivery of the company going forward. So it's an option, and you can decide if you want to sell or how many you would like to sell closer to that date. This is our guarantee to those lucky few investors who see the early bird opportunity and buy tokens in the pre-sale. So quickly, just to run through this, because we've had this on our previous presentation as well. For you, this is an exclusive and only opportunity to get hold of extra GNG tokens. So you can either buy them for yourself. So if you have signed the leader offer, again, it's an example of a $10,000 purchase of tokens. You get an extra 10% in tokens. So that's a total of 220,000 GNG tokens, or the equivalent of having spent $11,000. At listing, you know, we're working to the listing price of 50 cents, so that'll be 110,000 will be the value of those tokens. Again, just want to say that the minimum investment in the minimum that we take for the pre-sale, the tokens, is $1,000. So this should be an opportunity for all those who are interested to take part. So if you're a leader, you go in and you buy for yourself. Remember, you get the extra 110% in tokens. So you can see here what that looks like at $1,000, at $10,000, and at $50,000. Or if you sign the agent agreement, you can earn tokens and commissions on the token pre-sale. And how that works is like this. So if you do a sale of 10,000 to an investor, you will get 1,000 back in cash. And you will also get 30,000 GNG tokens. So that's 10% in a cash back to you for doing the sale, and also 15% in GNG tokens. And again, you can see the price of listing at that. Again, for this offer, you have to do a minimum of $1,000 sale to get these bonuses. So why we're doing the pre-sale? Well, when we close the pre-sale and we open up in January, we want to do that with a big bang. We will be in full delivery mode, and the GNG token will be able to show investments in at least 15 to 20 companies. This will help with the growth of the community, because seeing is believing, and when someone can see your delivery, then they can believe in what you're trying to do and how you're doing it. So an investment in the pre-sale contains no risk, because the value is added to the GNG token. So how you do this, or you go to people who understand the value of getting in early, and you go to people who are in crypto. So from what we need is for you to send the contact details of either yourself or the person who you sold to. We need their full name, address, zip code, country, phone or WhatsApp number to be emailed to us at info@gngtoken.com. The reason for this is because we want to make sure that we have a full audit trail of everything that we are selling within the pre-sale and beyond. We will then send the details that are needed to finalize the sale of the tokens. And as soon as these details and the payment is received, we will issue a signed SAFT contract back to the purchaser. And any commissions will be paid immediately into the corresponding crypto wallet. And the people who've already partaken in the pre-sale or sold the tokens have seen that the commissions have been paid out immediately, which is fantastic for those who took part in that so far. It's easy and a simple process to secure your tokens. All payments again are in crypto. You can use Bitcoin, Ethereum or Tether to make a payment for the tokens for the pre-sale. Everything is available at the gngtoken.com website, so take a look at that. Just for any further clarities and details, we also have our full prospectus and the SAFT contract to have a look at there as well. And also we have the gng.community, which is the community website open as well, if you want to support the pre-sale with what the company is actually trying to do going forward. Right, so that's a quick whiz through of the pre-sale. So just to say that we are going to be closing the pre-sale on the 15th of January. And also the leader offer, I think Harry's mentioned this as well, and so it's Tony S, that is also coming to a close on the 8th of January. So if you've reached out to leaders and they haven't signed the contract, please do push them to do that, because we need to have a cutoff point so that we can set the matrix before we actually go live for the masses. So, this is your opportunity to position yourself and also position your best people that are going to grow this with us collectively as we go into launch very soon. I don't think there's anything else, Tony S, unless you want to add to that before I hand it back to Gary.
No, I think it's well done, and I don't have any more to add, so that's fine by me. Yeah,
can we say that everything's been, sorry, Carrie, because I do want you to close, and we'll take a short time for Q&A. Just to say that everything has been done by email, so please, do check your junk email folder as well, because the first time you receive an email like me from a new company or anything, it always ends up in my spam or in my junk folder. So please do check there. But all the correspondence we're trying to do from info@gngtoken.com. So that's the email address to know and use for any.
And here I need to say that vice versa, everybody who wants things to happen, and I will help everybody, through the company side and through the leader side. You copy me on the email, so I make sure that it will happen when it's relevant, and it needs to be happen. But if you are lazy, you don't do nothing, don't accept any services as well. But if you work, you get everything. I give you the world. That is my promise always with the good leaders. So just wanted to add it. So and then the closing day will come And if there's only one person who signed the contract, I believe there are many of them. I don't need anybody else. I don't want to be arrogant. I just want to show them that, what did you others lose? So, because I know my ways, and I'm very, very confident through my trainings, with my expertise, through my connection network. I am not here to recruit the people. So everybody, we know it's free. So don't wait for me to come into between. If you want my help, if you need my help, I will be there to talk to you. But I'm not here to compete to build the network. Okay.
Can I just add to that? And the whole reason why we're doing this way is because we want to build that firm foundation, and we also want to spend, some time really training up our leaders so that you're confident to have all of the tools and the resources and the information that you need to then really just be able to run this on your own with our support as and when required, because that's ultimately what network marketing is all about. It's leveraging collective efforts. So, we're trying to do this the right way. We're trying to do this the way it should be done to build a company that's going to move forward in terms of its growth and also in terms of its community. So like Carrie says, even if we have a handful of leaders signed up, those are the ones that we will work very closely with in the early days to really get things moving. We know that the day will come when this business will sell itself. So I can guarantee one thing to those people who come in today, that tomorrow will be very, very bright, because this is all about delivery. And once the delivery starts, the results will be visible, they'll be audited, then they'll be publicly available. And people who are looking for a real opportunity that does deliver, that will give them those things that network marketing always promises, but hasn't always delivered on. Apart from Carrie, he's been very fortunate, but he's also a very hard worker as well. And you have to work hard in life for anything. Let's really do that, and let's make network marketing great again, because there is a huge possibility to really drive this collectively. I'm going to stop recording because we've just gone to 6:30, and I said we'd have an hour and a half. But if we open up for any questions for 5 minutes, and then Carrie, you can close the day down if there's no other questions. We've already had a couple of nice questions in the chat, but I'm going to stop recording, and then we'll take a quick Q&A. If there's any questions, please either speak or just raise your hand.
Recording stopped.
Any questions? Let me quickly look. Anyone's again? I think either everybody's had a long day. I know Carrie's had a long day. I'll be up again in the morning. Or we've done a reasonably good job, and people understand and are now ready to take some action. I'm going to give it to you, Carrie, to close up for today.
All right, guys. Like we said many times, we've been patiently waiting. The concept is super simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Obviously, there are information that needs to be shared and delivered. I think we are almost there. We are not yet there, but we will be better once we get kickoff. We're still going to be in a pre-sale phase, and the things are going to be, expect them to change and enhance and better. If there is something, the fundamentals are there, which is going to be solid. And then we're going to add on the things, through the leadership, through the people, we're going to do it. And like I said, the closing will happen, and this will then fade away, and it will never come back again. So, and I would love to give you the confidence to do the pre-sale, whatever it is there, to commit yourself, because for me, it's important that I went actually to some of my closest friends that I work daily base. We're friends. So I said, if you don't put money there, I don't even want to see you, not in a rudely way, but that also commits me to deliver perfect way, because I don't want to lose my friends if they chip in, which is very important. So you need to be bold about that the pre-sale will be tremendously, and that's why we're limited it in a certain amount, that we are not accepting big amounts of investment. So we want to be very careful about it. And what I was actually expecting Simon to say, that because we do a proper audit, we need everything by the book, we do with the papers. If you don't want the agreement, you don't need to have the agreement. You just pay the money, and there you go. First in, first served. So there are still few people hanging on the hands and fence waiting for the, maybe Kari will do this and this. I will not. If you don't understand who I am, what we delivered, what I can do, It's okay, fine, fantastic. But I'm not here. I'm not nobody's helper. I don't work for nobody in that respect. And you don't work for me. We work together. We build together. And I give my everything. And I expect you to do the same as in your level, whatever it is. I just want to know straightforward that what you can do. Can you work 2 hours a day or 10 hours a day or 16 hours a day or whatever it is? Just tell me. It will be very easy. And the communication is the key. If there's a silent day, there is a problem, because when you're excited, you can't sleep. You cannot be sick, because I was never sick. I was just so foolish that I gave my wife a promise when I turned to 50 that, okay, I retire. And what happened to me after 2 weeks? I get sick. And then I've been recovering ever since, because you should never stop acting and working. So that's, at least for me, works crazy. I was never sick. I was never a day away from it. And you can check, everything is in Facebook. My travel records is impeccable, what I've done with the people. So it cures you as well. So let's make this healthy and then make it out of yourself first. So I know that they will all come to Papa. There are millions of people are following me, and there are hopefully tens of million people that hates me because I've been so successful. I don't mind it, so should you not. So I can tolerate, and I bear with I understand my reputation. I've been a public person 35 years. I know how it is. You don't need to do the same, but you can. To be a little bit, like I said, normal people has normal income. Crazy people has crazy income. So they all will come to Papa. And I decided, one of my favorite sayings is build and people will come. So we don't need to go. They will come to us. We don't need to chase the people. Then it's like a car came. Next. We don't need to wait. And I know you have the attitude and you understand the opportunity. So I never made any mistakes. So this is going to be the best one, because I waited so long. I have so much full in power. I want to get still started. I can't wait the coming days. So now the only basically action is to get your teams there up and running, put it in the matrix, put it in the system, decide who's going to be who, and make it easy. Let's work together to build the perfect matrix in the beginning. Somebody fails, is out of the position, and then can join in the level 7 or 5,000 million billion, whatever it is. And don't be afraid about the 8,000. If you're good, we will help you to build another matrix and another matrix and another matrix. So we will find a way. So it's not going to stop there. So we're not going to limit your income. So there is a way. We just don't want to talk about it right now. Okay, you understand it. It's not limited for 300,000. Let's say 100,000 a month. No worries about it. It will be as much as you can do it, guaranteed, because there must be an infinite opportunity. You understand it. So we have something in our back pockets as well. So let's build and people will come, and let's make the network great again. So let's do the right thing for the people. We've been all involved, whatever shit. I don't want to hear about it. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to tell and explain other people's mistake. You just tell the opportunity, what is there. Keep it simple. It's going to be easy. Yeah. We all have problems. Everybody has problems last year. Everybody. And they will have this year, if you want to listen. I don't even use the word of problem. It's just, problems to be solved, issues to be solved. So this is now the opportunity. Keep positive, and we're going to win. We're going to change the world. So we stop being like, miserable. We be the champions. Mighty Eagle is back.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, and there's always a solution to every problem, is what the wise ones say as well. So let's be the solution, not the problem. That's it. I think because we've not. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today, taking time.
Can I add a few words? Thanks for you, Saima, and both Tonis and Kari, for exceptional information and presentation. There were so many more details today added to the big picture that now it makes much more sense. It's much more easy to explain it a very short way, because there were small details, but they were very important. So that was a perfect presentation. Of course, Kari's might and energy, this is never ending. But to have from the company side those few missing pieces, that was very important. So thanks for listening and giving the feedback.
Thank you very much, Avo, and thank you for saying that, because a lot of the feedback was from you and your team, and I hope we can work even more closely together as we move forward with our company, and really you know, we're all learning. We're learning. We've just been learning a little bit longer than most people on this call. That's the only difference between us and you. But definitely, you know, this is we really believe in this in all of our, you know, with all of our honesty and integrity and, you know, background that we've brought in and experiences that we've brought into this. We really do. We're in here to change the game. We're not in here to do anything but that. And that's our long-term goal and long-term mission. And I know with the right people from day one, that's going to be just easier. And we have to have a mix of characters to make this work. We need the Carries of the world. We need the Avos of the world. We need the Miriams of the world. We need everybody to put in their piece. And that's what makes it great. So thank you.
And concerning to the network and the marketing and making the business, I have all the right answers. If you never had owned a Lamborghini, McLaren, or Ferrari, or Bentley, or haven't, I live here now, I paid 6.6 million for this small apartment that I'm having here. If you don't have that level, please don't try to advise me, okay? Because it doesn't make any sense, okay? I have all the right answers you need to know about this industry, 100%, okay? And for me, I'm sure you want to know what has been my best recruitment lineup, and it's very short. What I used, I don't really want to use it nowadays anymore. But you know, when people ask me what is my lineup, I joined the company. What's your fucking problem? And that was my network presentation. And then when I was sitting in a business lounge or in a lobby in a hotel in a wherever, you know, my private place or wherever, so they asked me what you do. I make money. And that's it. Oh, I want to do it too. So keep it simple. So yeah. I can keep it very simple, but we have also everything behind it. So when you present it simple, you know that there is so much facts to support it. Serious people. I never am not going to be serious because for me, life is fun. It's a show business. It's inspiring people. That's network marketing. So we have fantastic product. Excellent team, excellent people, and the compensation plan pays out. So and the timing is right. So yep, it happens. Now we got it all. All right. So what's your problem?
No problems now. Just solutions. Okay, I think that's it for the day. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Tony S. Tony B.
Yeah.
And
one more remark. Let's start to getting active. So we're gonna do these Zooms, you know, mostly daily basis. But you know, you need me, just call me. I try to be on it. I will be moving around, so I can be wherever. I will join. Sometimes I don't want to show where I am, but I will be alive anyway. So use me. If you are progressive, so I don't want to end up in in the users conversations. I want to know, do you have 100,000 or 200,000 people in your mind you're gonna put in? Because don't forget the numbers we're talking about here today is only that if we're making 100,000 people this year. For God's sakes, what number is that? We are here to build mega networks, so it's
yeah. And
I maybe try to shut up.
And the offer of private Zooms for all the leaders is still there as well. If you want to have, if you want any of the team to join you for any private Zooms with your top tier leaders or with your investors, then please do reach out to us. We are very accessible and we're also very available. Most of you have my WhatsApp or Tony S's WhatsApp or Carrie's. So, and we have the group on Telegram as well. We'll be adding the newer people that have signed up onto that group as well this week. So yeah, please utilize us in these days. And
I think within maybe not tomorrow, but day after, I don't know what day it is, and I don't care. But you know, we will have another company. So use the some kind of a frequency. We talk about it tonight, tomorrow to implement the one, but start running yourself as well as fast as possible. Now the materials is sufficient enough to do it, so you can do it collecting the people here. But the most until the 8th, it's only. Today is for me is already January the 5th. So yep. That's number 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 days ago. Use it because I will definitely close it, and that's it. And there will be no other chance. It's done, busted. So some of you will have it, some of you will not have it. So and they start from the preset.
Sorry, Carrie, we have to close it because we want to start then moving on to the intensive training, the good stuff.
All right.
Fantastic.
All right. Okay.
Okay, thanks everybody. Have a lovely
Thanks, guys.
evening. Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.